So hello and welcome back to Blake's Den and a mini video. Yay! So I'm going to get my Mini Cooper MPI from 1997 out of winter hibernation and get it ready for its MOT. So let's make a start. So yeah, I've had this off the road most of the winter. I generally do that, you know, keep it away from the salt. So I've squeezed it in the garage next to the designer because I've got the 306 in there. Currently waiting for parts on that, but hopefully that'll be sorted by the time you see this. So I did take this out for a little sneaky run the other day. I had to take some photographs of it for the agreed value on the insurance. If you got a nice Mini, I would recommend you always get an agreed value policy. But yeah, there's a few little bits and pieces I need to do and check over before it comes out for its MOT. So first thing I need to do, pop the bonnet. So here is the MPI engine bay, which is very busy. Yeah, I just want to check the oil. So that's fine. I always use 20W50 classic mini oil by Miller's. The oil filter down there, so it says 53276 March 22. We're now March 26, that's 4 years ago, but 53275. And then you probably can't see because it's probably going to be too dark, but we're on 54074. So we've actually only done 800 miles pretty much on the button. So yeah, I will be doing an oil change on it anyway. It's still golden, it's still fine, but I'll get an oil change done this year. I don't do a lot of miles in it, but as an old engineer said to me once, an oil change is cheaper than an engine rebuild. A couple of other things I want to check, just the coolant level. The coolant, it's always a bit manky on this car. I don't know why, but yeah, just below the line, that's fine. Looks like it might have bubbled over at one point as well. In the brakes, I mean, one thing you can do, you can just press that button down and then that button slowly raises back up, so it's like a float in the fluid. But if you can also just shine a light on it and see what level we're at. Yeah, we're at max. It's not used any fluid, which is good. I might as well have a look at the air filter while I'm here as well. I can't remember the last time I changed this air filter. I can't even remember how you take it off. Oh no, there's four bolts. 4 bolts? Not even 4 bolts. 3 screws you need to undo as well. I think that holds the assembly down, doesn't it? I'll work it out. So yes, you do need to take those screws out and then pull the whole assembly apart. So I'm pulling apart. Nope, it's still not out yet. Right, that should come apart now. There we are. And that's the air filter. Well, I've seen worse, but I've seen better. I think that's probably due a change, I'd say. Okay. Yeah, well, it's Sunday night. I'm not going to have one by Tuesday, so we'll just put that back in and pretend it never happened. I'll put this back together, and then we want to just check the lights out, because I know the past few years I've had a bit of trouble with the fog light. Like, you know, the fog light, I can't even remember the last time I used the fog light on the Mini, like in anger. But it was a bit temperamental, so we'll check the lights out after this. So, quick test of the lights at the front. So we've got side lights, and then we've got dipped, and then we've got main with the driving lights, and then we've got hazards as well. So, fun fact about the MPIs, what differentiates them from the SPIs, clear indicator lenses. So you've got to have orange bulbs in, and I know I've changed the bulbs on this before because the orange was not looking orange at all. It had gone like faded. But yeah, we're all right at the back. So let's just check the rear lights. So I've squeezed you in next to the engine out of the designer. So that should be tail lights. Yeah, and we've got indicators and hazards. Turn that off. That should be tail. And then that should be fog. But as you can see, the fog is a bit iffy, but it's coming on all right now. And then I'll just check the brake lights as well. Yeah, that's both brake lights. No high level brake light, so I think we're good. So just in case you were wondering, I've got a C-Tech charger on this. It's just gone down a bit because I had the lights on there and the ignition on, but I've had that charger now for 15 years, maybe 13, 15 years. No problems whatsoever. I love it. I've just got it on a quick connect down here. So when I want to go out for a drive, pull that out, and when I get back, I just plug it back in again. Fantastic. Fully recommend C-Tech. Right, a couple of other little bits I will check as well. Wipers, just check they're not split and damaged. Yeah, windscreen's clear. No chips in it. So, tyres are all inflated and legal. I checked those the other day. Horn, oh, I tested the horn the other day. I've got air horns on this. They work. Quite loud. So I think, you know, we're good. It shouldn't fail on anything silly like that. See, corrosion's always the biggest problem with minis, but we'll see what happens this time around. So one thing I do need to do, before I put it away for the winter, I always brim the tank with Shell V-Power, sort of 98 octane fuel. The reason why you brim the tank is there's less room for condensation to form in the tank. So you got less water in the tank, less dilution of your fuel. So just to help us out with emissions tomorrow, I think I'll probably will just top it up with V-Power. Though I'm not sure if the budget can stretch that far, even with a tiny fuel tank on a Mini. I think V-Powers are like 170, 180 near where I live. So yeah, a bit mad that. So but I'll do that tomorrow before I take it for its test. So I think the next job is get it out the garage. Well, I successfully made it to the MOT test centre. Did have one mild panic when the car just completely wouldn't start. I just turned the keys and it was nothing like the immobiliser was on or locked on, but it seemed to cure itself. Bit odd. Right, anyway, let's drop this off and we'll see what the man with the hammer and the pokey stick says when it's on the MOT ramp. Well, I'm back from the MOT and it was a fail. Sad face. I will show you what the issue is. It is rear subframe, which is a massive surprise on a Mini, but let me show you. So this is what we've got. There's a little hole here. I don't know. I put my finger behind, can you see it? I thought, that's alright, I can fix that, I'll just plate that up. But what about that bit there? So there's a massive bit come off. I think the garage said they'd be happy if I plated it. Because I thought straight away, oh, it's a new subframe, drop the subframe, deal with snap bolts, swap all the parts over, do a buy one already assembled. Bear in mind, I've just done a subframe on the Designer, which is next to me. And I can't steal that subframe because that one doesn't have the exhaust hangers in the right place for a late model. So actually, I'm going to weld this up. I don't think it'll take much to clean that up. And it's all under seal on it anyway. That seems pretty solid there. But what I'll do, I'll take a grinder to it, clean it all up. We'll rust kill it underneath. And we will whack a big thick plate on, because I've got some big thick plate. I bought a load of metal when I was working on the Peugeot 306 and had an offer on where you could get some offcuts for like £10, and they sent me some really thick plate. So I can do that. I can weld obviously all the way around here. That bit will come off, weld along the back edge, weld along here. As long as I've got some rust colour in the middle, some primer on the inside, and then a load of underseal on it, I think we will win. So yeah, right. There's always something. And what I've not told you is I've waited nearly 2 weeks to do this, and the last day I can take it in for its MOT retest is tomorrow. So yeah. Right, let's crack on. Right, I've got the area cleaned up now, and I've made a couple of plates to go in. Kind of funny size, funny shapes, but you know, you've just got to work with what you've got. So that one should go somewhere like that. Yep. And the other one, so that one, sorry, is 0.9 mil Zintec steel. This other one is 3 mil thick plate, and this one kind of goes in here a bit like that. Now you can't see that. Let me try and do that. Yeah, I can't really hold it in position. There we go. So I'll go in like that. It'll once I start welding it, I'll weld this edge first, and then I can kind of hammer the other edges into position. But that should add the strength back to there. So let's make a start, and I think I'll get this welded in now. safety third and all of that. This item here on the MPI, if you can see it, is the fuel filter. And I'm welding right next to a tank of 99 octane super unleaded. So there is no smell of fuel at all under here. So I've got nothing to suspect that the fuel filter's leaking or anything. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to cover the whole area with like foil and try to put a steel plate in between as well, just try and prevent any sparks from flashing up there really. Also as well, I need to disconnect the battery before I do some welding. So we'll get this one done first, and then we'll get the big one done at the back. There we are, all welded up, all ground down and painted. And the last thing I'm just going to do now is put some of this like really tarry, thick under seal on this stuff, if you can see it. As it actually, from experience, it works like a filler as well. So if you've got any sort of pinholes around your welding, which inevitably you do, because I ain't a good welder, you can sort of hide all manner of sins with this stuff. So so yeah, I'll start slapping this on, and hopefully it'll look a little bit more presentable. So yeah, you know, if you missed what I said at the start of the video, 100% this will be getting a new subframe later this year. This is just to get me out of a hole. Is it safe? Yeah, I think it is. Obviously that's up to the MOT tester to decide when I go for the retest. Would I trust myself driving it? Yes I would. Would I trust having a loved one driving it? Yeah, I would. Which is always a good question to ask yourself when you're doing something like this. It's like, you know, how much do you trust your abilities? If you don't trust your abilities, then you know, that's a time to get a professional in, isn't it? So yeah, that's looking a bit more presentable now. A little bit more of this on here, and hopefully the garage will allow me to take this for a retest later today. So right, I'll finish off here, then hopefully I'll take you with me to the garage. Well, I'm at the MOT test centre again. A lovely day, and we have a pass. Hey! So yeah, he had a look at it. He was happy with what I'd done. So now I can go and enjoy this glorious weather we have. So yes, that's a pass, and I'm very happy. And I've just taken out for a quick blast along the country lanes, and yeah, it's good to be in a Mini when the sun is shining like this. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you've got any comments or questions, let me know below. So with that, I'll end the video and say I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.